Hi you guys, my name is Tabitha and I am a hair loss practitioner and a fine haired specialist, and today I wanted to do a quick video on postpartum telogen effluvium. So this is when after pregnancy you end up having a lot of hairs come out all at once. This is what happened to me. My first pregnancy, I actually had an emergency C-section, so I lost a ton of hair after my pregnancy on my first one. And the second one, I did not lose as much hair and it didn't last as long. I was incorporating some of the things I'm going to share with you during the second one, but I will say the stress of the emergency C-section probably didn't help with my telogen effluvium for the first time. But I wanted to say that 50% of women go through postpartum telogen effluvium, which is quite a lot. So there's things that we can do about it. What happens is your body, and I've said this a lot of times, is our hair is not a vital organ. So what's happening is the body is like, you know what, instead of creating a hair, pushing one out, and then creating another hair, let's use that energy to create a tiny human in this woman's body. So what happens when you're pregnant is that it actually keeps the hair in the resting and the growing stage. And that's why you're like, oh my gosh, my hair has never looked fuller and is super shiny, and I love my hair when I'm pregnant, because all of those hairs are staying in that resting and growing stage and they're not really falling out. So what happens is, to most people, to 50% of us, is that after we are pregnant, that's when those hairs fall out that should have fallen out for those 9 months you were pregnant. So this is where the TE comes in. So there's some things that we can do about it. This will happen usually 1 to 5 months after pregnancy. I have noticed with a lot of my clients, if they are breastfeeding, it usually happens after breastfeeding. They'll notice that a lot of some hair is coming out, but after they're all done with breastfeeding is when they notice a lot more hair shedding. So this could be beyond the 5 months. It's not necessarily a 1 to 5 month window. So just keep that into consideration. Like in month 7, you're having the TE, it might just be because you stopped breastfeeding. Your hormones and everything are really trying to get back to normal. Our body, when we're making a baby, if you've seen those videos of everything that's being taken away from the bones and everything to create this human. So we're a little bit vitamin and mineral deficient. So we want to make sure that we're taking a prenatal vitamin. We want to make sure that we're getting a lot of antioxidants. There's been a lot of studies that antioxidants if the mom's eating a lot of antioxidants during pregnancy, that it actually raises the baby's IQ. So really proper nutrition while you're pregnant is key. Now those antioxidants are dark greens, broccoli, spinach, sweet potatoes has a lot of antioxidants, bright colored berries have antioxidants, walnuts, and things that are high in fiber are super important while you're pregnant. Now, I would suggest after pregnancy to still take that prenatal vitamin. I think that's super important to keep that in your system for a while. You also want to do a hair growing shampoo. Now, when I was pregnant, this was a while ago, Nioxin was kind of the only thing out there. So I was on Nioxin at the time, but a hair growing shampoo will really keep that hair in the growing stage for a longer period of time. It'll keep your skin super healthy. So you want to get on a really good one. There's a lot out there now. There's Bosley, there's Aveda makes one. I use XTC, and I've seen amazing results with XTC. It's just harder to get. So with those things, we want to make sure we stay on our prenatal vitamin. We want to get all of our antioxidants in, which I know it's super hard when you have this little baby you're trying to keep alive and you barely can even shower, let alone wash your hair. But just make sure you're using a really good hair growing shampoo, eating really good, and just sticking with it. This will really help if you do end up having the TE. So if you guys would you guys share this video with friends that are pregnant or thinking about being pregnant, and share it with them? And I would love to hear your stories too, when your TE started and how long it lasted. And I would love to hear your stories, and I think it would be beneficial for other moms to hear your stories on your hair and how it came back. So thank you so much for sharing this video, and I'll talk to you soon.